Boy, nothing says like graffiti on the rooftop of a building of Montreal and how much Montreal has gone downhill, and a lot of you would agree with me. The only people who love that shit is always the young people too, usually. Not all of them, but a lot of them. It's like part of the culture, unfortunately. Here on the corner of Rue Bernard Street, looking west, looking east on the corner of Park Avenue, or if you will, if you're vraiment français, Avenue du Parc. There's the Rialto Theater, where I saw the best Beatles cover band there ever was, that my Uncle Steve used to manage. No, I'm serious, I'm not kidding you. My Uncle Steve used to manage that band. It was called Replay. They were incredible. You actually even would change, like, they play like all bunch of their biggest hits from, like, you know, from 62 to like whatever 69. They would change their outfits from like wearing black and white suits to looking like you know, the Yellow Submarine album and all that. Anywho, you can see there's no lack of bread around here. A lot of business, a lot of Hasidic Jews in this area, and I respect the fact that they're still wearing their tenure of kind of the Amish quality, if you will, since back in the beginning. There's a lot of course, old French Quebecois money around here, and then everything else in between. Yes, Elton McFall here, walking north here on Park Avenue, and I would like to tell you that, yeah, you might have noticed I hadn't done a walking video in a long time. There's different reasons for that, actually. Well, for one thing, now I am more motivated to do this video because thanks to my friend Julio, one of my longtime fans, he told me about a certain 54 Oldsmobile not far from here that I got to do a little video of. And then I happened to meet the guy who bought an AMC Concorde he was working on off the guy who has the Oldsmobile. So I got to do 2 old car videos, and that AMC I got to do a ride video in it as well. And whoa, I like the color on this new Chevy. Is it a Blazer? I don't really care what it is, honestly. I just like the color of it. That's about it. Considering everything is freaking colorless today. It's mind-boggling when the buildings have more colors generally than cars themselves. And unfortunately, this is a really big city thing, or it's a Montreal thing. I'm actually kind of pooped right now. I'm kind of a little bit doubtful about doing this, but it's been a while since I did a walk on this street, I think in the summertime, frankly. I know I remember doing a walk-in video here like 6 months ago, maybe more, during the winter time. It was evening. And I'm like, it's a perfect, beautiful day. Why not do it now? And today's, I think, the 19th today. It pains me to tell you that unfortunately the STM once again threatening to strike. Looks like it's going to start tomorrow. I don't know how long it's going to last. It won't last long, I'm sure, because people need to get to work, and businesses need to have workers working on their whatever their shiz is to keep making in profits, right? People need to work to go to work to sustain themselves, pay the rent and bills and so forth, and eat. So yeah. So this is the Outremont part of the city, and on the other side here is the Mile-End district. See, then after that, when you cross Saint Laurent Street, which is that way, then you're in the Plateau Mont-Royal district. Well, you see how this neighborhood's gone downhill a little bit there. You see graffiti here in places you would never have seen that years ago, like a lot of parts of town, especially Park X, Mile-End, Plateau, Saint Michel, and Saint Henri, and some parts of Côte-des-Neiges. So I don't want to sound like a broken record, go into it about you know, how it's part of our culture, like I said, and that you know, all this jazz about how oh boy. Ooh, like that. Speaking of colors, same thing again. Oh, Challenger, nice. Typical black Challenger. The car that looks great in any color. A little less in the white department though. So anyway, the last time I did a walking video, I did it in French. I did it on Alexandre de Sèvres Street. And I just got an idea looking at this guy sitting in the stairs over here. I'm going to climb up this person's steps just to get a little bit of a view here. Anyway, since I was in a gay village, and I decided to do that walking video downtown because also it's well, there's no lack of distractions around here. Hey, that's nice. I like that green, beautiful old school green. Anyway, it was in a gay village, and I figured, well, I might as well mention that, you know, that whatever I'm by, and I didn't really want to mention that ever make it official or anything coming out like you know what I mean, video. But as well as well, what difference does it make anyway, since I don't care what people think about me generally, and can't be in the closet forever. And so there you go. I don't want to go into it too much, but I don't know, I think after that I was like, well, this is ridiculous. I'm mentioning this in a French video because not many people are going to watch this because it's French, and I'll mention this in the English video. Stop being afraid, Elton. What are you afraid of? You know, I have to tell myself, as the expression goes, as the famous president Theodore Roosevelt once said, the only thing to fear in life is fear itself. And I took a couple of these shit boxes today. Oh, especially the second one. Oh my god, what a piece of poubelle crap on the 51 route. Now you see what that lady just did? That's not smart what she just did there. That was a dumb move she just did there. You're taking a risk of the bus basically driving into you. And it's not it also reminds me to mention too, seeing that cop going by there, that unfortunately somebody else I think died recently too, near Bernard where I started filming. A lot of cyclists have died around. What do you want, man? This is a major high-speed boulevard with a lot of intersections, and there are more cyclists than ever, so people are just going to continue to die. It's sad, but that's how it is. There's more drivers than ever, there's more bad drivers than ever, and there are more selfish and careless cyclists, like that chick she just did there, going between the bus and the car. It's not smart to do that. You're taking a risk. It's not much of a risk, but it's there, you know. So this has definitely got to be the earliest I've ever filmed a walking video actually on this street. Now we're coming up to Rue of Van Horn, which I was telling my friend there, Leo, who has that AMC Concorde I filmed. Look at this, beautiful. That's I like this street. I like Van Horn. I like the variety of it. That's why I like this street too. I love the variety of all the buildings are bloody ancient. Everything's old around here, right? And the only way those buildings are going to come down if they're really like decrepit and wretched, but no, they're all generally kept in good condition. Look, those the bricks maybe were changed, and you know, they keep it maintained, keep things going in a good shape. That building there in the corner, that used to be a freaking leather jacket store. That's where I first got my first leather jacket, like in 92, 93, I think probably 93. It was Dimitri, and they made these just unforgettable simple commercials. It was just like, quality so high and price is so low, it's crazy, come to Dimitri. It was always on TV and it worked. But you know, they didn't last for whatever reason, and now the building is, you know, questionable, I guess. You got your CP train line there, CP EXO train line up there, over there. There's a nice Mustang. All right, buddy. Yeah, not my favorite color on that, that's for sure. This guy with the truck, oh, he's gonna make a wide turn, eh? Look at everybody's flipping out now. Chill. Nobody chills. That's the trouble with cars today. I don't know what this guy's doing. Maybe his truck is broken actually. Oh yeah, he's making a space for himself. Oh no, he's going that way? Oh yeah, really? Oh no, wow, that's a hell of a turn. I'm glad to catch that. Proper truck driving. Oh, he turned way larger than he needed to actually. And of course there used to be a shell garage here, but hey, you know, the more time goes on, there's pretty much no more garages to fix people's cars because they're hot properties and they get built up with condos. So that's going to become a condo. It's not going to become a park, that's for sure. Not going to become a community center. There's no money to make in that. But this, you can see, is a very Art Deco building here, you know. Yeah. So I don't even know how much battery I have left. Scrap. Major scrap. And as a bus driver, a guy I know, a friend of mine, told me what's crappy about a lot of those 2011s, those 31,000s, that they're such garbage. They don't even go into second gear smoothly. It's like took, you know, like it's like a shakedown. Junk.
Maybe
well, I'm bound to see a couple more oldies in this perfect type of day, perfect weather to cruise a classic car. It's about maybe 13, 14 degrees, I guess. Of course, that CP train line connects the St. Luke rail yard, the massive rail yard, west of here, and then of course this track curves, goes north into Laval and all the way to Saint-Jérôme. I don't know how long I'm going to film this for. My neck is starting to get sore just from carrying, I think, this GoPro, because it's not not the lightest piece of, you know, it's a camera for crying out loud. And find me a camera that's light, you know. Anyway, I think I'm going to wind up probably just taking maybe the 80. I want to find the nearest Tim's, get my stuff, get my kick, get my fix. Oh yeah, and if it wasn't cool enough to film the 54 Oldsmobile and then meet one of my fans who has that 79 AMC Concorde and to film that, and then moments later I walk away and right there on Bernard there's a pumper responding. How cool is that? The pumper from the fire station I want to get them responding. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world comes out and nothing, we'll still have each other. Look at graffiti, 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 for Christ's sake. That's what it is. Sounds vintage. Is it? Nope. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to make this again because I think my head's starting to hurt. That's why I get a headache usually about every week, because I spend way too much time filming or using my phone, looking at my phone to, you know, photograph ads I have and lists and all that. I don't know what's going to happen to this building here, eh? That's got to be abandoned. Eh? Seriously, eh? Talk about a target for vandalism. Come on, get that call now. Respawn. The old Park Avenue. Okay, this building was redone totally, completely. Fully and completely. Oh man, I'm tired now. I think I'm gonna go another block. Here we go. We're at Beau Bien. Tout est beau et bien. That's what Beau Bien is in English. Beau is nice and bien is good. So nice and good. It's the nice and good street at the corner of Park. I don't like saying Park. I'm a francophone, for Christ's sake, and I've always preferred Park Avenue because Park Avenue reminds you of New York, and we're more like New York than ever. See what I'm saying? All right, I'm crossing anyway. Graffiti, graffiti, bullshit, bullshit. If we're up to me, man, okay, if it were to me, I would designate a graffiti, anti-graffiti task force, okay? We got a freaking police for the Hells Angels, we got police for this and that, narcotics and traffic, and you name it. There should be a division against all the goddamn vandalism in the city, man. I would go after these people overnight and find them. And none of this, like, freaking fines and this smacking. No, you go to jail for a couple of days, so you're gonna think about what you did. Too much freedom in this world, man. This is where being old school, it sucks, because all the fundamental values of life that we believe in, that are, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. No, it's all out the window. Everything that's bad is good. Same reason why I see people drape themselves in tattoos, for example. Thankfully, not everybody. You know? Okay, that being said, I met a guy this week. He came to buy some ads for me. Very nice guy. He was actually covered in tattoos, but oh yeah, look at that. There's that vintage sign. This is an antique store, or sorry, it was an antique store. Oh boy, look at that, eh? That looks like came right out of an elevator. Eh? That's just classic. Look with the ashtray there, right? I don't care for the gray, but anyway, that's where she goes. That's the way she goes, eh? Just like, what's his face would say in the Trailer Park Boys there, Ray. Ray. That Viking. But yeah, the thing is too, also I didn't really go into also why I didn't do any more videos. There was, yeah, there's that personal matter. There's the fact that, like, I hate it. I got tired of, like, you know, doing walking videos, complaining about every goddamn thing and little thing and letting it get to me. It's like, I not only that, and more importantly, moreover, it's just like, you know, like, man, when you're making like 200 bucks a month, you've been YouTubing since 2008, you got over 14,000 videos, got 43,000 subscribers, followers. and people appreciate and love what you do. And I got everything freaking categorized and all that with the buses and the trains and the walking video. And the walking videos are the most important, informative videos I am, where I sing and I talk about this and that and show all this stuff. And it's long videos. Like, man, so last week I had a fan come by, my fan and friend Julio, and he brought his friend who had actually turned him on to my videos, and that guy gave me, and Carlos, thank you very much. I'm not gonna say how much money it was. He gave me a really nice tip. Like, I blew my mind. So I said to the both of them, I said, no, I'm gonna definitely do a walking video for you guys shortly, and that's what motivated me to do this video. Because frankly, I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot of more walking videos, because again, I don't feel I'm being compensated at all for doing this. It's fun, but you know, I already like spent too much time with the phone and this and that and this business, and I'm like, look how much money and time I put into like framing vintage jazz for people, and how much that's making way more money. So for the last couple of weeks, or more I should say, much more than that, I've been concentrating on that big time. I'm always framing stuff like every day. What is with these street names today? Why does everything have to have a hyphen with 3 names, man? You see, this is what I'm talking about. I don't understand. Oh yeah, you know, since I don't want to talk too much, I'm going to definitely complain about something now. Absolutely, big time. I'm going to complain about something that's bothered me, that really pissed me off when I heard about this last week. Oh snap, classic Beetle, neat. Pulling over maybe? Wow, that thing is running loud. It's funny because that's what I was telling the guy, Leo, with the AMC Concorde. I said, that's all you ever see when it comes to classic cars in the city anymore. It's all foreign small cars, Mercedes, Peugeots, Renaults, BMW, and it's always the small cars. Anyway, what I really wanted to say though was, unfortunately, when I saw what the names of the future or soon to be future Blue Line Metro names, like there's 5 stations they're doing the extension of, and it's absolutely like, okay, they're native names. I don't have anything about against the natives. I'm totally on their side. But naming these ridiculous names for metro stations, those fucking names should be used for people who built the metro or are from Montreal. You think they're gonna rename a freaking metro station Oliver Jones, right? Or what was the other guy? I can't remember his name right now. Oliver Jones and what's his face? The other black guy, the famous jazz musicians. They were from the freaking you know, Griffintown. No, they're not gonna do that because they're Anglophone and they're English. You know. It's just like my friend Antoine said, you know, and this guy's only 20 years old, but he's a non-conformist like me. He's just like the young guy I filmed with that AMC. He also has a vintage AMC. But Montreal has become a freaking fucking woke city. And that's what it is. It's a big screw you to the people who built the metro and people who actually were great in government. Why don't they call the station Lévesque, like René Lévesque or something? You know what I mean? Call it Parizeau, for crying out loud. I mean, it's just a stupid ass woke city we become. Stupid like these pieces of shit right here. This thing's gonna go in the junkyard in the next couple of years, I guarantee you. Or maybe it won't, because the STMs piss so much money away, and the government doesn't want to give them much more money than they do transit agencies, because they just piss it away on a bunch of bullshit. So, all right, I said my piece. I said what I had to say. I admit it, I actually do. Yeah, I think, I don't know, lately maybe I miss my bikes a bit, maybe, you know, like having to take the walking all the time and taking chunk. Nothing subtle about that, eh? Well, yeah, that's the thing. I just, you know, like I like doing walking videos, but you know, I hate when I complain too much about stuff. There's a message here. And again, the lack of bread coming in for that. They're making more bread framing vintage ads, and then people come over all the time and appreciating that. The younger people, their 20s especially, you know, it's fantastic, really. So they appreciate it, they love it. They didn't realize it'd be such an experience to come over and see the collection I have and meet me and see that I'm passionate and knowledgeable about what I have, you know. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake before. When I said that the overpass over there, that was the CP, that is a CP train overpass. That one, actually, that line goes to my neighborhood, to the old Port of Montreal and Hochelaga. This one is more of an EXO commuter train line, this one here. There is a QGRY freight running there, but not all the time. There's like maybe 2 trains a day. So, and that's QGRY's Quebec Gatineau Railway. That's the one that goes to Saint Jerome. All right, I'm tired. I don't feel like making, I don't know if I want to make this until freaking not that long. I guess I could, if I really want to. Maybe I could catch that QGRY here, actually. It usually does come sometimes at this time. I kind of feel like waiting. What time is it now? 12:36. Yeah, it might come now, actually. Yeah, I'm going to stop this over here, guys. I want to thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated. Especially for those of you who showed your appreciation over the years and you sent me some monies via e-transfer, via PayPal. Even the very few of you that I met over the years, even that give me cash when you met me in person. That's really cool, man. It's really nice that people appreciate, because again, I just lost sight of the walking thing. I guess it's because also I am an introvert too. I like my own time, you know. I want to finish by saying that we're coming up to a cross street here. I think it's Beaumont, like the beginning or end of Beaumont, because the street ends over here. But 25 years ago, one of the rarest classic cars I had ever seen. I don't even have the print anymore. I think I sold it. And it was at this garage. It was mint original. It was a silver 58 Lincoln Continental convertible. And I had first seen it years earlier with my uncle who showed it to me. So I think that car went overseas, or it's in the States. I saw a picture of it on Facebook not that long ago. Boy, that says it all for Montreal. Hey, look at that. Mercedes, Porsche. I don't even know what's in the middle. Does it really matter? Scion? That's Toyota. Yeah, it was right at that garage right there. It was right here in that hole there. All right, boys and girls. Just try to see if I can finish on a high note here. That Ford is in good shape. Well, if you do want to send me a gratuity or an e-transfer, PayPal, I'd really appreciate it, of course, because, I mean, do I look like I have any money? Look at my clothes, you know? Anyway, it's eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. Thanks again for watching. Take care. There's the boys in blue. There's the Porsche. And be well and rock on, and be nice to the people who give you respect and love. All right, guys. Take care. Arrivederci.